Hi, this is Jeff Lutzow from Rocket Software. In this video, we're going to discuss how the Rocket Data Virtualization tool interacts with ZOS Connect to build RESTful services that can also be exported out of the Virtualization Studio and imported into the IBM API editor and run through Swagger. So what you're looking at here is the Data Virtualization Studio. I have a bunch of services that I've already created, and you can tell by their names all the various backend data sources that we can go to, such as ADABase, DB2. If it's not labeled, it's just VSAM, like the employees would be a VSAM file. We can go to IDMS, we can go to IMS, we can go to Oracle. We also have all the SMF maps for the SMF tables that are out there that we can go at. So we can really hit almost all backend data sources. So what we want to look at, or what I want to show you here, is the staff operation that I've created. And it has a bunch of different functions within it. One of which is doing a three-way join between the staff VSAM file and an Oracle table and an ADABase table. So if we were to look at this operation in the SQL statement, you can see the selects where they're all coming from the VSAM file. You can see where we're getting a salary off the Oracle table and a commission amount off of an ADABase table in this one SQL statement. And this particular operation, if we were to expand the virtual tables, which are very easy to create, they've all been created already, but you can see the VSAM staff virtual table that's out here that it's going at. You can see the Oracle table that's out here that it will be looking at. And you can see the ADABase table that's out here that the query will be looking at. As you're looking at the virtual tables here, you can see all the other virtual tables that we have available. All the SMF tables and maps come pre-installed with the software, so it's very easy to access any SMF information should you desire. So at this point, the Rocket Data Virtualization server is up and running, and the ZOS Connect server is up and running, and they are communicating to each other. So all of these services and operations are known in the ZOS Connect server. So if I wanted to execute the get all, which is going to have the statement between VSAM, Oracle, and ADABase, you can easily, from the GUI, execute the query. There's the command that it's about to execute, and when I say yes, it sends that to my default browser and returns the information. And you can see that salary was returned from the Oracle table, commission from the ADABase table, and the rest of the fields from the VSAM file. And if we wanted to then export this operation and import it into the IBM API editor, it's a very easy process. You can, from a GUI, you can generate what's called the SAR file, the Service Archive Record file. So if I generate that file that has now been created, and on my console I can see where and it's been created, and we can simply go over to the IBM API editor and install it and run the service as an API through Swagger. So in this case, I will create the new ZOS API project. I'll call it staff. And once it's created, then you can simply go and import the SAR file that I created from the DVS Studio. All right, here it is. Open the SAR file. And now once that's been done, we can look at and we can go and generate the path for that API. So, I can call it in the path name, get really whatever we want to call it, all vSAM, Oracle, database. And I know it's doing a get, so I'm going to get rid of the other methods besides the get. And I point towards the service, the SAR file that we just imported. You can look at open the request mapping. In this particular case, it's a get all. There's no parameter markers, no input fields we're going to give, so we don't need to map any fields. And now that that's been created, we can deploy the project to the ZOS Connect server. And it's been successfully created. There it is, staff. And now I can open and run this in the Swagger UI. The list of operations. If I expand it, and I have to grab the authorization, encrypted password, and if I run it, you'll get the same information back that I've got. We're running it from the Data Virtualization Studio. So it's that simple to export it out of the DVS Studio and import it into the API editor and run it RESTfully from here. We do also offer full functionality, not just get, but we can do updates and inserts and deletes. An example of that would be like this employees table. Well, I have a get all, I have an insert, I have an update and a delete operation. We support full functionality, and it's just that simple. Thank you for watching the video.